I'm Maria Menounos, and you're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Let the buzz begin.
Hi, I'm Amir Yassai with AfterBuzz TV After Show for Season 3, Episode 10, Read Between the Lines. I'm here with my co-host, Jane Johnson.
Hi, guys. Pepperoncini.
Massimo Dutti. This episode was a little bit ill-timed with the, as you guys know, the shutdown of coronavirus in Italy. But, here we are. We're seeing Italy from a new lens. They're traveling. They're living their best lives. Kristin literally said, this life chose us. We didn't choose it. So here we are living our best lives. So what are your overall thoughts, Janie?
Well, it was fun to be in Italy before Corona hit. It was good. I loved that moment with the butcher. That was wild.
Everything. He kissed all the red meat.
He gets
Amazing.
all the red meat, and I think that's why there was an outbreak.
Oh my God, this is Jane's theory. That's neither here nor there.
I think everyone in Italy has Corona because they kiss strangers on both cheeks.
It seems that way. So I want y'all to be healthy, but let's start right into the topics. And I think our first big topic was obviously Italy, and all the friends came. So Bijou was there, Chewy came, Scoot, Justin, and the ever-present publicist. So he showed up as well. So that was kind of great. And then we also had, what else happened? The butcher, they got wasted.
The baker, the candlestick.
So it was a lot. There was a lot that went on in this episode, but it was a whimsical episode because it is the last episode before the season finale. So they teased a lot of stuff. Obviously, the biggest issue is the upcoming engagement. Mm-hmm. Is it going to happen? Is it not going to happen? And Justin really acted out of character. Well, maybe in character. I don't know. He flirted with everyone.
Right.
From the wine guy to the butcher's assistant. I mean, he was flirting with anyone that had a pulse. And Scoot was not feeling it.
I know. They were loving the wine. They were having a moment. They were feeling romantic in Italy. But yeah, Scoot was not feeling it.
Yeah, I think the thing with Scoot is that he wants Justin to be someone that maybe Justin doesn't have the ability to be. So I think that they thought, we had talked about this in our past episodes about how when they moved in, everyone kind of thought, okay, this is like their engagement. Like I think in Justin's mind, he was like, we moved in, I got a house, like this is enough. Mm-hmm. But Scoot's like, I need more. And I think my favorite part of the episode was the gayest moment with Austin, where he was like the brother.
Yeah.
Aaron. That was really funny. I was like, this is hilarious.
When Scoot was on the phone with him.
Yeah.
And he was
like, so that was kind of fun. I was like, I think it's like especially when it's like your twin brother, he's probably like knows what Scoot really wants. And I just hope that Justin can rise to that. Because I don't think even if he got him a ring, it's really what Scoot wants. Because I think if he proposes to Scoot, the next thing is, when's our wedding? Then after that, it's like, when are we going to get a surrogate and have a baby? It seems like Scoot's on the fast track.
Yeah, Scoot's always like 12 steps ahead of Justin.
He is.
Yeah.
And Justin just wants to hang out with Kristin and laugh. So like, it seems like their priorities are a little different. And then Justin even has his own podcast you were telling me about. So wasn't he talking about commitment or something on it?
Yeah, Justin has his own podcast where he's doing his celeb clients' hair in the chair, which I think would be really hard to do, Yeah, so he's always talking about those hot topics with the celebs.
I mean, I think with gay men, commitment is always really hard. And I feel like the fact that they have such a big age difference, and you would think because of Justin's past relationship, he would have some understanding for having that big age gap because he dated a guy that was way older than him. Mm-hmm. So you would think he would understand, but it just seems like Justin thinks of flirting as harmless. And again, those are conversations you need to have. Like I flirt with everyone. So when I'm in a relationship, it's like really hard because the person I date is always like, okay, you're being annoying. And I have to respect that. So I think they have to have a conversation. And there was a scene where I felt like they kind of dramatized it. Like, I wonder what you thought, but the producer was running after them and they were yelling and they were crying. And I was like, all that happened was that he flirted. Like he didn't do anything.
Yeah, it was like a Fast and the Furious wild goose chase through the streets of Italy. It felt a little bit dramatized, but there has been a lot of drama in their relationship. And we keep coming back to it every week because the storyline keeps continuing of Scoot wanting more and Justin kind of needing to adapt to how fast Scoot wants to move the train. Scoot's being the conductor.
Scoot is going down. I said the wrong. Is it boop boop? Choo choo is correct. Yeah, I mean, honestly, with Scoot, I think he's just going to hang in there. And if he really loves him, and Aaron said something really good on the phone. He was like, if you truly love this man, move at his pace. Like, don't rush it and just trust that do you really want to be with someone that isn't going to give you what you need? I mean, you had to pick all those pillows alone. You know, so I just worry about Justin's ability to be able to give him what he needs. But I think we also need to talk about a little bit about Kristin. And when she goes to jewelry shop, she meets like this high-end jeweler. And that's one of the, like, obviously seeing her family, but then she also wanted to meet this jeweler. And it seemed like she was like getting some inspo from that.
Yeah, she's got some fabulous plans up her sleeve.
She does, up her very expensive sleeve.
For fine golden jewels.
Right? So I don't know. I'm like, I think last episode, a couple episodes ago, she had a bunch of her like high-end like customers, like she flew them out to Nashville, remember? And so I feel like maybe she's trying to cater to their needs as well. So it's smart.
Yeah, it's really smart of her to try to get into fine jewelry. She's very smart. But here's the thing, you know, Amir was like, oh, look, she's taking whatever. But every artist needs inspiration.
True.
Every artist needs inspiration, you know. Like painters go to LACMA and MoMA for inspo. She's going to Italy looking at fine jewelers' work to get inspo. I think it's smart. It's smart.
No, it's very smart. It's very, very smart. And you know, she's there and she's kind of enjoying this tail end. It seemed like the beginning of the trip, she was nervous about meeting her family. And now that she met them, it's kind of like, I can have fun with my friends. And I really enjoyed it. And again, I hate to keep bringing up the butcher, but I love the butcher. He kept slicing the meat, yelling and screaming as if it was like a newborn. And so that was just really such a fun thing to see. And I was like, I'm putting this in my notebook after Corona passes because I need to go meet this.
I have never seen someone come alive so beautifully
around a carcass.
This man came alive surrounded by bloody meat carcasses.
True, the carcass. He really came alive.
It should be concerning, but he really owned it in a way that was rather endearing.
It was so endearing. He took up space in that meat locker, and we were here for it. So we really enjoyed that. That was our high point of the episode. Obviously, we need to talk about...
That was our rose.
That was our rose.
The thorn was
Brittany. Jinx. Brittany's story, once again, we love her. We know she's going through a lot, but like her going to fix this tattoo, just get it lasered off. She was like crying. She was so emotional. And one of her friends was like, just move on. Like, it's time to move on.
Yeah,
like,
she was conflicted and confused because she still felt like she was into it a little bit. And it's like, just laser it off. Then you don't need to cover it with something else that also reminds you of it, you know?
There's no point to feeding the other wolf, which it says that in her Instagram, feed the other wolf, which I think it has to do with her anger issues. So it's like, feed the other wolf. But do you really need a giant wolf on your hand to remind you to not be angry? I don't know.
It's so large.
It was so large. When the guy drew it, the poor tattoo artist was so proud of it. But I was like, this is cringe.
And then she cried.
She cried. She really felt it. And I really feel bad for her blonde friend. She's been there from day one. Like every step of her and John's issues, her and Beach. And according to her Instagram 3 days ago, they were at some like music festival. He was in Lederhosen. They're still together. Lederhosen. Massimo tutti. Pepperoncini limoncello. We drank a lot of limoncello. It's good. So I think that like this episode really, unfortunately, didn't have a lot of meat because they're kind of teasing us for the season finale. But you know, the good news is once they were back in Nashville, Kristin and Justin got in the car, and then they were raining, and Kristin was very upset. And then they jumped in there, and then she like even guessed his ring size, and they were looking for a ring for Scoop. So
yeah,
it's very full circle.
Yeah, it feels like that's gonna happen.
I think you know what? I think that at this point, Justin's probably gotten so many angry tweets about proposing to Scoop, he has to do it.
Yeah.
Like people they're gonna come for him with pitchforks. Like he needs to propose to this poor child. This child wants an engagement, wants a wedding, wants a baby. Like you need to give it to him.
At this point, it's like, just do it for the cameras and then figure it out later, you know?
never said better than Jay. It's a very Hollywood moment. Just do it for the cameras, and then you can always do the D, divorce. So I think that's fine.
Do whichever D you gotta do.
Honey, to get the D done. Yes. So yeah, they went to Italy. They came back. It was a moment. But I think, who do you think bossed up this episode? We love a girl.
Yeah. So our bossed up segment is whoever bossed up this episode. I guess it's pretty self-explanatory.
I think that obviously, I think y'all are gonna know. I'm picking the butcher.
Yeah.
He sliced that rib, honey, and got it done and ran up the stairs. He must be 70. Running up those stairs with a rack of lamb over his head. It was insane. But I fully enjoyed every minute of it. Will I watch it again later? Yes.
Okay, so besides all of the dogs featured in the episode,
the German Shepherd,
so triumphantly, they really bossed up to fill the scenery.
They really did.
But besides that, okay, I know that Brittany was our thorn, but at the same time, she bossed up because even though it was kind of hard for us emotionally to watch that scene, she was doing something about the situation that she had put herself in, which feels like progress.
That's adult. It's an adult move.
It was an adult move.
She got like that Vin Diesel tattoo and is deciding to come.
Even though we didn't necessarily agree with it, she should have lasered it. That would have been like CEO'd up.
That would have been
if she
awesome.
Lasered it
she would have taken over Uncommon Jane.
Yeah,
it would be Uncommon Brittany. Yeah, that would have been awesome. I mean, listen, we love all the characters on this show, but I think for me, Brittany's come a long way.
She's come a long way.
She's come a long way.
Yeah.
It's been 3 seasons of her being angry, crying, getting people fired, ups and downs with John. And it seems like she's happily with Paige. And, you know, he's a fitness instructor according to his LinkedIn. Mm-hmm. So it's good to know. And he's doing, you know, trainings if you guys really want to get on that and get your bodies in shape for the summer. So I don't know.
Is he doing digital training?
Yeah, apparently.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, we don't really have any news aside from the fact that they're not going to tell us, but we're pretty much assuming that he proposed.
Yeah.
Because that's like got to be the big thing, kicker in the
Well, that's our prediction.
That could be our prediction. Oh, yes. Let's get to that. Okay, let's get to that. What are your predictions?
That they're going to get engaged.
Okay.
And I mean, it's silly because often I feel like our predictions are very evident in
what we talk about
in the previews.
True.
Like she's going to open a store in Chicago / the store in Chicago already exists. But
have you been there?
Oh, no, not yet. But I'll be back in Chicago soon. I'm from Chicago originally.
Yes, she is.
Yeah, it's in the West Loop in Chicago.
Good area.
It's doing quite well. Great area. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, other than that, I'm not a psychic. I can't see the future, but
Jane is against the prediction.
I'm gonna go buy the book in this case of what we've seen and what we know due to the World Wide Web.
Okay. Haven't heard World Wide Web in a minute. That's great. Loading. Yeah, I think my prediction is honestly going to be the opposite of Jane. I think what's going to happen is he's going to propose and Scoot's going to say, I don't think you're ready to propose. And I think he's going to say no. That's what I think. They're going to stay together, but I think Scoot's going to say, like, you're not ready to be engaged.
At a certain point with these predictions, I don't want you to manifest the wrong thing. So.
We listen, we love Scoot and Justin together, but I'm just saying, I think that, like, mentally, I don't think Justin's quite there yet.
That might be your prediction. I just want you to put a muzzle on before you say it.
One of the German Shepherd's muzzles?
German Shepherd.
Yeah. So that's pretty much all we've got for you because it's been a weird moment since Tom Hanks got coronavirus, so we're doing our best.
We're truly doing our best.
We're doing our best.
Yeah.
We love you all. Be safe. Wash your hands. And even if you pee at home, according to Adrienne Bailon, she does not wash her hands when she pees at home. So I think it's really important that y'all wash your hands and sing happy birthday to yourselves. So you can find me at Amir Yass _. And if you really want to get deep in it, TikTok, Amir Yass, AMIR Yass. And I do a lot of Corona-themed TikToks these days. Jane, where can they find you?
You can find me at Jane Johnsen, JOHNSEN _ on Instagram. I'm also on Twitter and TikTok. We do a lot of dumb TikToks together.
Please give
us
probably
need the support.
We need the validation.
Yeah.
And this episode was brought to you by our #1 fans, Julie and Karen. We love you so much. You all make this work so easy. And I want you all to watch the season finale. I'm saying y'all a lot because it does take place in Nashville. So watch the season finale and see if they get engaged.
Yeah.
Thanks for being here for AfterBuzz TV. I'm Amir, and we'll see you later.
And I'm Jane. Buy your groceries.
Bye, y'all.
Our founder, Keven Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.